Hi Sag, welcome back to your channel. All right, we're going to jump right into a reading. I want to see what you're not expecting before New Year's, maybe before the 1st of 2026, what you're not expecting. What I'm seeing for you is that there's something very unexpected that's going to happen for you, something that feels like a surprise. You couldn't predict it yourself. I may even have trouble conveying the message to you, but it's a pleasant surprise. It's something that will make you feel it's something that if you've been dealing with a lot of drama or heaviness towards the end of the year, it'll feel very refreshing, very light. Okay, so I suspect that some of you guys are about to be moving into something new. Maybe a new connection, a new friendship, maybe a new love interest, new job, career situation. We'll see. But this reading's all about what you're not expecting before or by January 1st. Okay. So let's jump in. I hope you guys had a great holiday. How was your holiday? Was it filled with lots of love and warmth and family, or did you feel very lonely? Did you spend the holidays alone? One thing that I'm getting for Saggies, you're not going to be alone for too much longer. So enjoy your own company, your own space, because I do feel like in 2026, you're going to have a big social circle, lots of friendships, or even a new love interest that will occupy your space as well, and family coming towards you. So if you felt lonely for the holidays and that was kind of burdensome for you or sad, it's okay because it won't last very long, and maybe you need to enjoy your alone time right now. You need to enjoy the peace and the calm and serenity right now because that's going to change very, very soon for you. Mark my words, okay? All right, so I hope everybody had a great holiday, and let's see what you're not expecting. What are my Saggies, my masculines and feminines, my kings and my queens watching? What are they not expecting? Before the date of January 1st, what's happening? What's coming towards them? There's some type of surprise coming towards them. What can they expect? Give me some messages. You have a new friend or a new love interest coming towards you, someone who's going to love you a lot. Like this person has a lot of love for you. It may be very off-putting at first because I feel like when you're getting to know this person, you're seeing how connected they are to you, how loyal they're becoming, how consistent they are, and you may not feel the same way initially, but this is someone who really cares for you coming towards you. It's a good person, by the way, too. This person, okay, so what I'm seeing about this surprise or whoever's coming towards you, you may know them, and for some of you, it's going to be a new person, right? But some of you, this is someone from your past, and what you're going to get right off the bat, whether they expose it about themselves or they're trying to be private about it, you're going to get the 5 of Swords, okay? So this person is currently leaving a situation that they conquered, they defeated the situation, but they definitely have some opposition in their life of some sort, and they're going against the grain. They're going against, maybe they could be leaving a group. Okay, they could be leaving a group. They may be distancing themselves from their family. They may be distancing themselves from a relationship. They could be distancing themselves from a career situation or maybe even friendships. Okay, so this person is leaving something behind, and they're leaving it being the victor, but it comes with a lot of hate, or it comes with a lot of like opposition. And this person is just looking for some understanding. They had to conquer something all alone. It was very tough for them. I feel like the lesson that this person is learning is confidence. Like it took confidence or bravery to stand up against something that they didn't, excuse my language, but F-U-C-K with anymore. They didn't F with it anymore. So this person is very brave, very courageous, but also may have some insecurities dealing with that situation. And that's where you come in. You make them feel accepted. You make them feel like they're doing something right, that they made the best decision for themselves. You kind of affirm that for this person. And I see them really falling for you very hard. So if it's a friend or a family member, they are just in love with your spirit, or just how you kind of support them with your words. You have their back. You believe that this person did the right thing. And if this is a love interest, they're falling very deeply for you because you kind of just get it. You get where they're trying to move towards, and you fit into that narrative. You're nothing like their past energy that they just defeated or conquered that situation or that drama. Now, when this person comes to you, I see you being above the drama. Okay. So you may feel like, don't come over here with your drama or your problems, but this person is leaving it. They had to confront some type of situation. So they're not bringing you any drama. I'm sorry. Someone's trying to call me. Okay. And I don't feel like they're meaning to bring that to you. But one thing that this person may bring to you is a lot of like their burdens, like wanting to confide in you, wanting to talk things through, get a outside opinion, because everything that's been told to them in the past has been to fit a certain narrative. You fit this person's mindset in some way and you reaffirm them. You kind of up their confidence. Someone's going to really like that about you. If you're going out on New Year's and you may meet someone out at a party, you may meet someone at a bar, at a lounge, at a club. I don't know what you're doing for New Year's. You may meet them at a festival. This person's going to like how you solidify something that they're going through. You're saying something very bluntly or honest that really resonates with them, and this is why they're going to be falling so hard for you, okay? And I know that because we have the Knight of Cups. So there's someone here who's coming in and they're wanting to pursue you as a friend, a family member, a networker, a colleague, or even a love interest, okay? And let's see what's going on with that. What can you expect with that? Tell me about this Knight of Cups energy coming towards Sag. Who is this person? What can you tell me about this person? Okay, so they're pulling double cards. This is a good person, good head on their shoulders. They have great intentions coming towards you. This is not someone that you need to worry about, that they're going to bring their baggage into your life. This is someone who's completely done. They had to stand up for themselves recently. They had to, it's almost like because Christmas was literally just yesterday, it feels like there was some Christmas drama with this person. Like they had to stand up for themselves in the season of thankfulness and giving. And it could have been very uncomfortable for them. And they also may feel like a lone sheep. They may feel like an outsider. You make them feel whole. You make them feel complete. You make them feel like they're part of a tribe, like they found their person, okay? So almost like a soulmate coming towards you. Now, this person is pulling Temperance, so it could be another Sagittarius coming towards you who just kind of, you have that understanding about Sag, themes that we're going through during this time. Temperance is also another card that's the last card that came out, so could be a Sagittarius, or if it's not a Sagittarius, Temperance literally is angelic energy. So it's someone who's a good Samaritan, has good values, has a good head on their shoulder. They think very positively about their future. They want positive interactions. This is someone who has been moderating themselves. So maybe they did something in indulgence too much. Like if this is a romantic interest, maybe they had a lot of options. They were dating every weekend. They always had a new date every weekend. And they've recently tempered themselves and said, I'm not going to date. I'm just looking for friends, or if this is a friendship or a family member coming towards you or even work, this person tempered themselves. They were doing something too much and they're starting to hold back from that, discipline themselves a little bit. Okay. So it's a good mindset or a good person coming towards you with that Temperance. I also feel like the way that this person is going to get to know you, they're going to know that you are the one for them right off the bat, but they're not going to force it. They're not going to rush it. They're going to take their time, and this person is going to be very patient to possibly seeing you again. If you meet them on New Year's Eve, they're going to be like, getting your number, getting your Facebook, getting your Instagram, whatever it is, but they're going to take their time. They're not going to rush in. Okay. So this person's very patient. What I'm seeing with Temperance, we also have the King of Swords. So it could be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, but if it's not those signs, King of Swords is just someone who has a bitter taste in their mouth. Now, this person literally just had to escape some type of adversity or something that was coming up against them, something that they felt wasn't right. It could be a justice situation where they feel like something was unfair, not right, one-sided. This person literally just left some type of very drama-filled situation. They said their piece. They won by whatever the action they took or whatever words they spoke. They won. They shut those people up. But they also have concerns about Who's going to come after me because I spoke up for myself? Who's going to, try to sabotage me because I spoke up? Okay. So this person has some worries about them. And when they meet you, it's like it's like a breath of fresh air. Okay. And with that King of Swords, this person is very, very, straight to the point. They may not be the most emotional person. It's hard for them to dig deep down in their emotions, but I do feel like you are going to bring that out of them because it's almost like a revealing or like being very open or feeling like they can trust you to open up. So this person normally is very like clean cut. They say what they mean. They could be a little detached sometimes, okay? They have very big masculine energy. So even if this is a feminine coming towards you, very masculine, and very guarded and also very bitter based off of what they went through. But I see that this person's going to be very patient. Like they're not going to unload or unpack everything on you at first. And they're also very curious about you. They feel like you match their vibe, what they're trying to escape to. I want this new lifestyle. I have this new personality. I want to meet like-minded individuals. So whether this is a new person or someone from your past, they feel like you match them very, very well. And what they will be direct with, if they're not direct about like maybe their troubles and they don't want to open up right away, what they're going to be very direct about is that they want some type of friendship with you or love connection with you or family connection with you. They're going to be very upfront about that, okay? And I also want to know about this person being the King of Swords. What's up with that? How do they speak? What's their mannerisms? All right, Queen of Swords, okay? So you and this person match each other's energy very well because if they're meeting you with a little bit of like guardedness or being very blunt, you're very blunt back. Blunt is like your middle name, Sag, so that's not hard for you to do back to someone. Even if it's someone who's like considered an enemy that's being a little shady to you, you know how to throw it right back. You don't miss that. You're very like straight to the point and very sharp. Okay, so this person's very sharp with themselves. They may say something not towards you, but towards something in the universe, something in society that's very blunt, and you give it to them right back. You're quick on your feet. You're very intelligent with how you're speaking to this person. They're really falling for you. They're like, man, this person is like mirroring me in some way. They don't mind me being a little aloof or detached. They're kind of detached too, and they're very logical. So that's the exchange that you will have with this person. Some things that you may talk to this person about is family or friendship. But I'm also getting like politics, science, AI, okay, with that swords energy. Swords energy is very like, sometimes it can be books, it could be wisdom, but more so like science. You and this person are talking about something scientific or even what's happening in the world right now. Could be talking about some very heavy topics like war, genocide, I know, but that's swords energy. Or like science, like developing things, medicine, big pharma. You guys talk about politics, something like that, where it's not too heavy, but it's a heavy subject about the world that you guys can share your viewpoints on. And there's a lot of respect between you and this person. There's a lot of respect. But I do see this person being so excited that they met someone who's on their same mindset that they may overtalk you. So that's another download that you can know who this person is. You are very knowledgeable about some type of topic that they're bringing up. They weren't expecting that. And once they see that you're in tune, they'll be so excited that they overtalk you. So it's like you're making a point and then they get loud and they're really trying to make their point almost to impress you and show you their smarts as well. So one thing that you can know about this person is like you're trying to have a regular conversation with them. You're very calm and collected. You're very receptive to what they're saying. But when you're speaking your point, they may overtalk you because not out of arrogance, more so out of excitement, like meeting someone that understands me, being so excited that you can't shut up, okay? And that's what I'm getting. Now, it won't last for long, this person dominating conversation or dominating the mood, because I do see you being the Queen of Wands to this person. You don't take a lot of action. You're not very dominating, but just based off of your persona and your charisma, you tend to dominate. Like this person looks at you as a leader and they're willing to do whatever you want to do, okay, with that Queen of Wands. So even though this person's kind of like controlling the conversation, over talking you, you still have the power or the dominance just by just being very reserved, and just what you expect is what you're going to get from this person. All right. Also, with that Queen of Wands, this person could be very attracted to your aesthetic. It doesn't have to be romantically if this is someone that's unrelated to romance or love. It could be just that they, as a friend, they like your hair. They like your fragrance that you're wearing, your cologne, your perfume. They may like your outfit. Okay, so you inspire this person in some way, or they really love your aesthetic. And if it is romantic, then it's romantic and they think you look amazing. All right. But you do dominate this person without dominating. Like you still are the leader of the conversation. You're the leader of the plans. You're the leader of this connection without doing much. It's like this person wants to overly impress you in some way. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Two of Swords. You will end up helping this person make a decision that they were holding back from making, okay? And that's going to be very impactful for them. Once they finally make this decision, they followed your lead or your advice or whatever you told them that inspired them, they'll feel like, you know, Sag is someone that I need to have around, like mentorship almost, okay? Or they'll trust your call for life. They'll always trust your opinion. They'll always listen when you're giving your advice. All right, what else can you tell me? You could end up being like therapist energy for this person, because I'm getting like New Year's. I'm almost seeing like two people at a bar. Someone sits next to you because they may be attracted to you with the Queen of Wands. Even if you're a masculine, Queen of Wands just shows that you are really not chasing this person. Someone approaches you first. And I feel like with that Two of Swords, there's something that you are going to, there's some type of realization this person's going to get from you speaking. So, yeah, I just see that. Let's see what else is here. All right, the Moon. Lots of secrets with this person. Not when it comes to anything that you should be worried about. It's more so like I'm really hurting inside and I'm hiding it. So someone doesn't want to show you how hurt they are. If this is someone that you know from the past, they feel hurt and they don't want to show that to you. I don't know why. But also with that Queen of Wands, you may already know that. Now, if this is someone new, they're very hurt by maybe how their family has treated them, their friendship has treated them, maybe a love interest has treated them, but they're almost wanting to hide that from you or just act more confident than they really are. And you make them confident too, because you kind of spark interest in this person. Whatever you're saying really coincides to their personality, so they get confident just off of that alone. But if it wasn't that to base things off of, they would have been very insecure around you with that Moon. They're hiding something, by the way, too. They're not, and when they're hiding something, it's not like a scenario or a situation. I feel like someone's going to be very vulnerable with you about that, but they're hiding their emotions, like maybe how sad they are, because the King of Swords came out, which is someone who just dismisses their emotions and just may even come off a little bitter. Okay, so what you may see about this person is that they're a little bitter about what they had to recently defeat. They may feel unsupported in a way. They feel supported by you as a stranger or as someone that they're coming back into your life, and they try to hide how hurt they really are. Okay, and you also help them to make a very clear decision. If they're teeter-tottering on some type of decision for their best interest, you help them without even like framing it with them. You're not saying, oh, you need to make this decision. You just speak like scenario-wise. You may have pulled something from your recollection of what you've been through. You're giving them some type of wisdom or lesson, and they're going to take that and enact that, okay? But someone is hiding from you their pain, their sorrow. They don't want you to see them as a weakling. They don't want you to see them as heartbroken or damaged. They don't want you to see them as damaged. So they're trying really hard to hide that from you. But with the Queen of Wands and also with that Queen of Swords, I feel like you're not missing that. You see it, but you're not going to bring it up to them. You're not here to be their therapist and say, I see that you've cried recently. Like, you're not doing that. You're just giving them real life talk. Y'all talking about real life things. Y'all talking about science, AI, politics. Y'all talking about society. You're talking about maybe humanitarianism, Aquarian energy. So you may be talking about giving back or how people are struggling right now. You guys are talking about real world problems, but they also want to, they feel like they can trust you to open up about their hurt, but they're going to hide it. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. And after you talk to this person, it's going to be a while before you hear from them again with that temperance. Temperance is like moderation. If I feel like I just unpacked a burden on Sag, I'm going to take some time to make sure that they don't feel like I'm burdening them all the time. So it's someone who's very self-conscious. This is someone who is very in tune. They know that their drama is very impactful for them. They don't want to put that on someone else like you, Sag. And with the temperance, they're going to take moderation. So it's almost like you get someone's number and you guys are talking so often in that one day. And then after that day, they may go ghost. But it's not like ghosting you for a month. It's not even ghosting you for a week, but it may be a couple days that they give it before they reach out to you again. And that's part of their self-consciousness, like feeling like I don't want to unpack too much on Sag, okay, with the temperance. So when this person's in temperance, and it may feel to you like hermit, like they're avoiding, but I feel like this person's just trying not to awaken some type of unbalanced connection where they're just giving you all their burdens and then, you know, Sag is just taking it and being very solid. And then what do I have to offer Sag? Okay, so someone's thinking that, like, what do I have to offer Sagittarius? As they have been there for me, they gave me some great wisdom, some great advice. What can I give back? And they may not have you figured out in that moment of what you need. And this is why this person stays away for like a couple of days after. So if you meet someone New Year's Eve and you feel like this is a great love potential and then they don't text you probably like 2 days after that and you're feeling weird, they're just trying to temper the drama. Maybe they feel like they unloaded a lot on you and they just want to keep it cool. All right, tell me about temperance. What is this person's mindset when it comes to Sagittarius? They're seeing you as an angel on earth. Like you really made something make sense for them. You helped them when no therapy could help them in some way. The star, I'm telling you. You helped this person when no amount of therapy, self-help books, podcasts could help them. Nothing ever hit them with how your words and your wisdom are going to hit them. And it's very special for them. And it's almost like a miracle for them, pulling them out of like their toughest spot. And they may feel like that's so burdensome that they need to stay back for a little bit. Okay? But we know this person wants to pursue you with the Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, I told you guys, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is an unequal exchange. It's an exchange of generosity where someone who is less fortunate at the time gets that generosity and they have nothing really other to offer the person who just gave to them. But maybe just conversation, time spent, memories, things that are free in life, okay? And this person feels like it's a little unbalanced, like, damn, when I met Sag just gave me so much wisdom. Sag gave me so much experience. Sag got me out of my head. And what can I offer them? Because I don't know if Sag is dealing with anything. I don't know what I can offer them at this time. So it's almost like when this person does go ghost for a little bit after that initial introduction or reconciliation, they go in their head and they think about ways that they can make things right to you. What can I do that's so generous to Sag? So thank them for how they kind of tempered me. Okay. So I think that when you meet this person, you're going to hit it off with them. You guys are going to talk about some heavy topics that don't feel heavy to you both. It's something that you guys are naturally intelligent on and have opinions on. I feel like you guys are going to have a really good time together and it feels like something that's going to have a future. But you can't expect this person to go within themselves for a little bit while they try to figure out how to make things right with you or how to make things up to you. Because Sag gave me all this wisdom. They listened to my problems. How can I give back to Sag? Or what do I need to learn about Sag that they may need at this time? This person likes balanced connections and they feel like you almost had to take on their burden. And they're nervous about that, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Let's see. What's the advice for you? And also I'm going to get advice for this person because it may be something that you tell them that really helps them, okay? But what's your advice here with this, dealing with this connection? All right, and then what advice should Sag tell this person? When this person is listening to Sag's wisdom, what should they tell them? Okay. All right, what's on the bottom of the deck? All right, we have do not push me. So you and this person could be meeting during a time where you guys feel a lot of pressure in your lives. You may have pressure from your children, from your parents, from your family, from a relationship, maybe even in your work life. There's a lot of pressure and you may need a release. So when you do meet this person, it's like a time of release to speak to a like-minded soul. And I also feel like this person as well feels a lot of pressure based off of how they had to dismiss something in their life and they had to really stand up and defend themselves. Okay, so there's the energy of a lot of pressure between you and this person. All right. And then your advice is inhale and exhale. You're going to meet someone who really gets you, someone who listens to you, values you, may be overly excitable to get to know you. And then they also may go quiet for a little bit. And maybe when you're dealing with that, it's telling you to meditate or to inhale, exhale. Give it time, just breathe, do you. This person will resurface. And your advice, if you meet this person and they're needing something and you're like, what can I give them? Your advice to tell this person is to stop worrying. They have a lot of worries or burdens on their back. They just had to defeat the devil in their life, okay? Whatever that means figuratively. And I think that you're going to help this person to stop being in their head, stop worrying. Everything's going to be okay. Or maybe this is something you need to tell them that's going to be very, it's going to be big for them. It's going to make them feel like, you know what, that's what made me switch. And also when it comes to this person's own insecurities and what they feel like they have to offer you, I feel like this person does have something to offer you. But it just may be a slow realization. And they also don't want to come towards you empty-handed, which I don't think is bad because a lot of people come towards us empty-handed, nothing to offer. This person wants to make sure that they're giving you what you gave to them. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I'm looking forward to the new year, starting this new year of 2026. I hope that you are too. I love you guys. Like the video before you go, comment down below, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any readings I'm going to be giving to you. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.